Hey everybody, it's time to swing. We're still swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, I'm feeling a little better, family. I've been moving around. You see, I finally got a chance to get to the barbershop, and I look like I stopped drinking. I apologize to your family, but it been bad. But it been all right today. So up tonight, family, we got Ali Zoe Adams. He said he was rich, so he ain't give a damn about nothing they thought about how he was moving. He said he ain't need none of them, but he just really wanted, some action in the business. And he wanted to be the man in Miami above all. He wanted to be the force to be reckoned with when you come to Miami. He wanted to be that dude in Miami. All right. That's all he said he ever wanted. All right. Undeniably that dude. All right. All right. And tonight, family, we got my man DC Fly. He said he ran Chaz from Blackhand up on PC in USP Atlanta. All right. And listen, this kind of a crazy spot for me. You understand where I'm coming from? Because I know some really good dudes, solid dudes out of DC, and I know some really good dudes, solid dudes out of New York. But you know what I'm saying? DC Fly said, look, check this out. I did that. I seen New York not feeling that, and DC like so. So without further ado, family, we about to get to the business.
We here, me and him, man, at Cipriani's. But this dude right here, he post up his house right in front of Cipriani's. This thing is worth $20 million, but he see 2 weeks he been here, they can't get him from around here. The people want you from around here.
Who give a fuck? Fuck them, they faggots. You kiss crack his ass.
Listen, the people ask.
You talking to?
No, listen.
Like
Fabio? Who Fabio?
No, yeah, that was a
He
fact.
said you throw the food out. You throw the food back out. You're ungrateful. He told me you're ungrateful.
See that?
You're not listening.
Yeah.
So just to lay down some of your credentials, then, I've told the viewers that you've been in some Diddy videos and many other videos. I'm gonna. What is it? Jim Jones is the first one I think you showed us. Let's see. Here we go. So you're in the beginning of this one, right?
Oh yeah, that's my Porsche too.
All right, I'm gonna play the beginning of this one for the viewers to see you in action. I'm gonna keep the sound muted, viewers, so we don't get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Whoa. That's me. That's my Porsche. Oh.
Let me make it
That's me.
bigger. What is it?
Yeah.
All right, so there's the beginning of that one.
Yeah.
We've already got 2,000 people watching live. Let me just get rid of this one for a second. I've been doing most of the talking, Ali. So can you just briefly just say hello to the viewers? And this is a chance to introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on, UK? I'm Ali Zoe Adams, Zoe Pound. I'm Haitian. I'm out of Miami. Miami is where I'm raised, and I must say, for all entertainers in America, if you want to enjoy your money, you must come to Miami. It's the #1 place to enjoy your money. When you go to Ocean Drive, all you see is G-strings, far as the eyes can see.
And we're gonna get into your story before we get to the partying with Diddy and all the big names and stuff.
Yeah.
But just to give the viewers a little tease of what's coming, what kind of names did you party with?
They party with me. Like
exactly.
You know, it was a little different. Guys from the streets was very, you know, collar popping, you know, and everybody wanted to mimic the life and try to see how to move, how to swag, how to talk, and use their music and use the words in their music. So, you know, every night is like 300 people with me. So, you know, it was differential people with me every night. You know, I was making great money. I got indicted for 172 million. So, you know, that's just some money laundering. Yeah. Sean, you was acting an ass now. Stop it. You was acting an ass now. They outlawed your ass, man.
Said Sean was getting it. Sean was moving that X.
That motherfucker can't come back there, man. Don't bring him back. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so guys, I'm gonna go over some of Ali's backstory before we get to the party stuff. And Ali is
Family, for y'all who don't know, Sean Atwood was in prison with a lot of these guys. He was moving big ecstasy, but he from Canada.
agreed. You know, he can talk about some Diddy stuff, 50 Cent stuff, Jay-Z. We've got all this stuff coming up. But before we get to that, Ali, let's go back, you know, over your life history. How did it begin for you? What was it like for you growing up?
I came from Haiti, 1984. We had a president called Jean-Claude Duvalier, and he was a dictator. But I wasn't the minority, and I wasn't poor. I was under his regime, and so his regime had a coup d'etat, and his regime lost power. And when they lose power, everybody that's in the administration, you got to put tires over them and burn them up. So we had to leave. So we jumped on the boats, exiled to Miami. Sad to say, one boat flipped over with my auntie, flipped over with 3 cousins, 4 aunts, you know, 2 uncles, and you know, I lost family members, but I reached Miami personally for me. But, you know, it's always been a heartfelt issue. But I landed in Miami-Dade, Florida, 1980, 85, 84, 84.
Man, that must have been heartbreaking to lose family members like that.
Yeah, it was some good family members, cool uncles too, man. Yeah, but, you know, not just me. Many people take this trip from Haiti, Virgin Islands, Trinidad, Dominican Republic, trying to go to America, and there ain't nothing but sharks out there. If that boat flip, it's over with. Sharks gonna eat you up. It's over with. Don't even try to come up. You're dead.
What was it like getting established?
Established as far as where?
In America.
Oh, I wasn't really embraced. There was a lot of immigrants, crucial issues going on, and I wasn't cool where I could say, what's up? And I wanted to be a pilot for my mother. And in school, I'm being targeted. So I'm like, I'm the show in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade where I'm fighting. I'm steady fighting. To you know what I'm saying? So within that, my mother got a store in Carol City. So 19 of us stayed in a house in Carol City, and my mother bought a store. And in front of the store, come to find out, it was a crack epidemic. So, you know, guys was like, you can own the store if you want, but we own the front of the store. So we had to negotiate, so it became something that got immune to me to try to, you know, understand what's going on. But I fell in love with they were looking good. They were looking real sporty and flamboyant, and they were really, you know what I'm saying, coming through in some nice rides, and girls was like, hey, they wasn't saying hey to me, you know. So you know.
Had you watched any movies, like gangster movies, as a young man that had an impression on you?
Gangster movies, you know, Scarface is out of Miami, because I really came up with a lot of Cubans, you know. From Miami, all we had was, our historical issue was Castro and Cuba and Uncle Luke. They were our, you know, some people like Atlanta got Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? Malcolm, you know, Alabama has Tennessee, New York got 5%ers, but for Miami it was Castro and Uncle Luke Skywalker. So it was something that I could tell mold me, you know.
How realistic was Scarface?
The Cubans had it, because I ended up doing, to go all the way, you know, I was selling drugs from 1985 to 2007. So the government had me in a small quad with the Ochoa brothers and the Rodriguez brothers. And Bad Boys 2 did a movie on me. They say Zoe Pound 7 times in the movie with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. So my mother was bringing clothes to the dock, and while she bringing clothes to the dock, I uncover that, oh shoot, I see the Colombians they're doing their thing. So I embraced it, like, oh, I need to do an interception. So I started to intercept their things. You know, I lost dudes too. Dudes' hands got cut off. My man's them got burnt up. A lot of things happened behind that, but I really, it became, and like I was saying, when I ended up getting indicted, I was in a quad with Ochoa brothers and Rodriguez brothers. I'm asking, why am I here? Because they're talking crazy. They talking about I bought a tank from Yugoslavia. I'm like, what?
Ali, let me stop you real quick, because I got to explain to the viewers. So what Ali's saying is he was incarcerated with the Ochoa brothers and the heads of the Cali cartel, and the Ochoa brothers were one of the main of the 4 factions of the Medellin cartel. So these were the head guys of the Medellin and the Cali cartels. And Ali, he was so serious what he'd done, he was housed with these guys.
Right.
Yep.
That's it there. Yeah.
All right. Yep. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm housed with them, so I'm really trying to find out, why am I housed with these dudes? Like, these dudes are talking another kind of language over here with me. These dudes are saying, oh, you know, I just said, what I said, yeah, we buying tanks from Yugoslavia and Georgia and Czechoslovakia and rocket launchers. I'm like, what? I wasn't doing all of that. I was just a little drug dude in the city doing my thing, but
family, that's how the feds be. They be talking. You be like, man, what the hell? I wasn't supplying no damn bloods.
I was very impressed with what they was doing, but you know, I sincerely try to understand why we had the same prosecutor. But you know, I got to know them. I read their books. I read.
The federal government is crazy. You don't want to be in their mix.
They went to Fabio Ochoa, all of them. We got close. They'd be like, "Here go $500, man." Just they drunk coffee like it was water. I'd be like, "Huh?" I did 3 years and 7 months in a room by myself. They was across the hall, Rodriguez, but they did 5 years and change across the hall from me. So you know, we all we had.
Ali, going back to your life story, then, you know, you've described, you know, coming to America, the horrors that your family went through. How did you rise up the ranks as a young man?
Well, oh gosh.
Bro, they was trying to tell me I supply the bloods. Man, I supplied niggas who buy heroin. I didn't supply the fucking bloods.
In Miami, there was a guy named Kenneth Booby Williams, Booby Boys. He was very well known. He had like 600 dudes around him, and he kept a equilibrium to where everybody will hold their temperature because of him. But he was in front of my mother's store. So he had a liking to me. So he would be like, hey, come with me. He would have personal talks with me and holler at me. He worked me. He told me go work in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? He told me go work in Pensacola, Escambion, projects. So I would cook up, he would teach me how to cook up the crack in a pot, and I could break it down to where it's $119,000 in nickel rocks and $5 pieces. So he became like a mentor to me, you know, through that 80s and 90s era, you know?
What challenges confronted you during, you know, early on?
Well, a lot of challenges that come around is a lot of dudes can smell if you don't know what you're doing and if your heart ain't strong, you know? It's just like the UK. I think their heart is strong because they got to use knives. And we had guns, but they understood my heart was strong, and I always be saying, man, you not God. I don't see what the fuck you saying, man. What's up? Do this, do that, do that. So I grew up, I went through a lot of shootouts, a lot of discipline where it's like, okay, we respect it, let's do it. So everybody bring my money back, you know?
What was the first shootout?
Oh, man. One dude called me in the auto parts store. He just went to shoot me. But it's been a lot, you know, and
that's how it is, family. You ain't gonna know you into a problem with somebody. Like nowadays, like the internet, I don't know, they different. But you know, in our era, listen, you're gonna find out somebody wants you out of here because somebody just tried to get rid of you. That's how you find out you had it with somebody.
Give us a nice detailed shootout story.
Okay. Shit, I'm leaving a dead end street, and this dude, I told him do not give this dude no more bricks. He's not gonna do right. So he kept on. So, you know, he had 60 of them. So I kept it. But I'm like, that's it. You know, his money was fucked up. So I knew he was broke. So he had no money for war. At least I thought so. But then he crept up on me. I was in Lexus. My man Joe is driving a Lexus. My man Maka is driving is in the passenger seat. I'm in the back. Woo! So we coming up out of the dead end. When I get to the stop sign, a Suburban pull up. And they let loose. They let loose. So I'm just like, God damn, I got blessed. The driver got hit 8 times. The passenger got hit 2 times. It was bad because he got hit in the back. He was paralyzed. So I had to jump out the car. I jump out the car. I go in the middle of the street. I see a hero. I jump in the driver's seat and force myself in his car. I take his car. I drive by them. But my homeboys there, I'm like, man, help me with my friends, man, help me with my friends. And I grab my homeboy, my cock who's hit.
When he first said, I see a hero, I'm like, what the hell he talking about? He mean a good Samaritan.
In the back, he like, nah, I can't walk. I'm like, come on. I can't walk. He like, I can't feel my leg. I'm like, God damn, man, come on. So I'm like, oh, shit, great. Hey, I look, the hero trying to leave. I'm like, oh, shit. Hey. So finally, he not scared. He like, come on, man, get his leg. So he grabbed his leg, I grabbed his hand, and we bring him in the car. When I bring him in the car, my man in the driver's seat, strong. He hit 8 times. He's like a mummy. He's moving. Come on, boy, let's go. I grab him. I throw him in the car. So I drive by the hospital. We always been known, don't ever go in the hospital. I let him out in front of the emergency room, and you know what I'm saying? Both of them live, God bless, you know. But you know, that, you know, a lot of emphasis, but you know, that one there's on every news station, so I just repeat it all the time.
Did that situation make you rethink your occupation?
Nah, they called the police the next day. So it was I was built for it. Sometimes I think words are powerful too. You know, sometimes I think a drug dealer's dream is to go to the feds or to die. And hopefully you get a wake up. But I didn't have no understanding. It was straight, make millions. And all I wanted to be is nobody can ever be the king of the Wild Boys. But all I ever wanted to be was Miami, the ultimate dude. I didn't want no other dream in my life, so I wasn't checking out.
What was the worst injury you ever sustained on the streets?
Nah, I've been blessed. You know, I've been blessed not to get shot. I've been in a lot of shootouts, but God bless me, I haven't been shot. You know, God bless, you know. And you know, a lot of I've gone through a lot of people that has been, but you know, not me.
All right, so in England then.
Sean, you been shot before in Arizona?
No.
Oh, all right. One thing I say about the plug, they indict 24, not the plug. They shoot at them, not the plug. They go there, not the plug.
So in England then, it's gangs by area. There's a thing called postcode wars.
Yeah.
Postcode's like zip code.
Okay.
So for
I'm sorry, family. I say he was from Canada. I meant to say he was from England.
the people in England then, can you explain when you came to America, what were the gangs? What were the different gangs? And how did your gang start?
Well, in Miami, it was the 40s. The 40s was like my man Dewey and Trent. It was Lynch Mob. It was Cloverleaf, the Jamaicans, Kerry, Rudolph, Rotan, Blocker.
Smash that like button for me, family. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we keeping it busted.
And there was a lot of different ones, but you know, we was mostly on some conscious speaking, because when you come to find out, we're living in an environment where there's no building over 3 floors, and we never go downtown or the South Beach. So we trying to find economic money right here, and we allowing white people to come to the beach. We don't know they partying, having this ball, you know, in my early stage. So they got money for crack. They're taking a crack, and they want it. And I make sure it's a safe environment. And if I look, it's not like meth and fentanyl or what you was doing, because we measured everything. 0.5, 3.5, 28 grams. Now it's like, So it's as the gangs today, they got to get better on some mathematics as far as talking history and understanding that if you're not making no economic money, we short-lived is not really worth it, you know?
What year did you found your gang?
1992.
And how did that come about?
We was in jail, and they wouldn't let the Haitians have their Haitian cell. And so Liberty City had a sale, Overtown had a sale, Opalaka had a sale, and we keep telling the warden, why we ain't got no Haitian sale? He's not embracing immigrants also. He's like, there's never gonna be a banana boat ass cat eating Haitian sale. We don't give a fuck. He keep on with joking, letting it be known as his jail. And when we do enter another man's cell, it's like, hey, knock on the door, call the police. We like, man, that's not gonna happen. Man, can we just get a little bunk over here, man? We gonna get out your way? Nah, you gotta leave. All right, but we not finna yell for no police to come get us. We ready to die. So how we gonna do this? So, you know, we end up fighting real good, whooping a lot of ass. So by fighting, we fighting, there's 16 of we fighting every cell. We fighting. We ended up about to get a Haitian cell. But when we do get one, an American like, how do you say bones? And we say Zoe. Why? He like, Zoe? Oh yeah? Man, I don't want no problem with the Zoe. So the correction officer started to say, I heard about the Zoe. Like, why you keep saying this word Zoe? So the other inmates are like, hey, what's up, Zoe? Like, why you keep calling me Zoe? That's not my name. So it became a reputable aspect where people like, what's up, Zoe? And it took like a little while where we like, okay, hey, because we knew the roots of it was what we had to go through to fight to get a cell, so we embraced the Zoe. And you know what I'm saying? And it became a big life world where today, if you ask a police officer that's Haitian, if you ask a nurse, if you ask a firefighter, are you a Zoe? They're gonna step 2 feet in front of you and say, yes, I am. Just like every Jamaican is a dread, every Haitian is a Zoe.
Wow. How did it grow then over the years?
It just became something we embraced, man. Culture. It's a culture. It's not really a game. It's not a game. It's a culture. Every Haitian.
So you must, you know, look back and see how it grew and be proud of this influence you've had on the culture.
Oh, definitely, definitely. We got songs tatted on my chest because I'm a Zoe. We got Boston, Haitian, that's Zoe. We got Brooklyn dudes, Zombie Zoes, New Jersey, like it passed Miami. We got them, North Carolina, Rocky Mountain, man, we Zoes here. And it's as it branched off, just like in your city.
Smash that like button for me, family. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we keeping it busting.
But I don't want to say it as a gang aspect, Bloods and Crips, but it became something that other people can say, you know what? I can embrace that. I can understand the philosophy. And, you know, besides entering the history of Haiti, of our founding fathers, you know, Toussaint Liberty, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, you know what I'm saying, of what they did. So it became a big aspect, and then, you know, it became Zoe Pound.
So as a young man, what were your earliest musical influences?
There's a dude in Miami with Uncle Luke Skywalker. He's the first person out of Miami to bring a record label to the South. Uncle Luke. We got to give him that, you know? I got him right there. Uncle Luke. But, you know, he's the first person to bring it down south. You know, Jermaine Dupri, he was something big too. You know, Khaled Paul, you know, Dallas Austin. But Uncle Luke was the first one, Jay Prince. But Uncle Luke was the first one. And Uncle Luke embraced Optimist football. I was playing football. Miami, we the #1 recruit in finding a football player. Chad Johnson, you know what I'm saying? He got the 40s, all these dudes, Edwin James, he played with Peyton Manning, 22 goals in his mouth, you know what I'm saying? Michael McKenzie, Omar Rowe, you know what I'm saying? All these dudes, you know, they from Miami. And the park had such a great culture. I'm talking about being young, 9, 10 years old. It was just such an embracing culture. It was so hip hop, man. It was so beautiful, man. But it'll rise to be a lot, though. You know, it'll rise to be what we talk about today.
So you started to get more involved in the music industry.
Yeah, I got involved when I'm at that park, as you would say, through Uncle Al. Through Uncle Al, I had a bunch of artists. Rollo Boys, Toro, God bless his dead. He was always in the music aspect. And Uncle Al and him, we would jam and put 20 speakers in the air in the middle of the block all day. All day. Ain't no, not Sunday, no. Every day, the whole 90, 91, 92, man, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, it stopped at like 90, 96. All day, different hoods. And Uncle Al was the person that brought that to us in Miami. Yeah.
So when it kicked off East Coast, West Coast, what was you thinking around that time? I think that was like, what, middle 90s?
Yeah, that happened in 96. Yeah, it was a big war within them, you know. But we had somebody called Andre 3000, you know. He was a good friend of mine, but he always let it be known that the South had something to say. And it was East and West, but the South was here, and we was here to stay and to make a noise and then let it be known we from the South, and we're gonna be reckoned with it. You're gonna understand us. And today, the South got the music industry for the last 20 years and ain't trying to give it to nobody.
I remember, was it the Miami Winter Music Conference for all the ravers?
You remember that one? Jack the Rapper, Freaknik. Okay. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, you was in Phoenix. You gotta come down there. Jack the Rapper, How Can I Be Down with Peter Thomas? Yeah. Yeah, so, it was expanding amazing.
When Tupac and Biggie came on the scene then, what were you thinking?
It was exceptional, but music was kind of different back then. You know, Tupac was just selling 500,000. You know, he wasn't selling that much, you know, till when he got out of jail. All Eyes on Me did amazing, but Tupacalypse, strictly for my niggas, Thug Life, and Me Against the World was just doing 500,000. The people that was dominating was the Wu-Tang, Fugees, Wyclef, my Haitian homeboy, him, Lauryn Hill, and Wyclef. They sold 24 million. You know, like they sold more than Tupac, Eminem, and 50 Cent put together. The Fugees. You know, Queen Latifah.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Carlton James Hodge. Thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. You know I do. Salute to you too, my brother.
You know, all of these people was popping, but in my projects, you're not allowed to play nothing but Tupac all day. You know, like that. Hey, don't change that, Tupac.
Yeah, we've interviewed Shug Knight recently.
Oh,
What do you think about his story?
Nah, Shug was a hell of a dude, man. Shug was a hell of a dude, and his roster was so amazing. And I commend him because what he had to deal with in Compton, South Central, the Jungle, Pyru, Bloods, Crips, he had to deal with a lot. And some people don't really see what he had to deal with. And he did a hell of a job, man. Shug is something amazing, man. Yeah, he did that.
Do you have any thoughts you could share?
I agree with him, family. You can't take that from Shug.
On the deaths of Tupac and Biggie?
Really for Tupac, man. Tupac was somebody, I'm talking about I became a bad boy killer. Like, I'll do whatever. I'm talking about I wanted to always be around Pop. You know, I never got in a room with him, closed in with him. you know, but, you know, anything of his songs, you know, I was a bad boy killer. Jay-Z died too. Looking out for Mobb Deep. Nigga, if I find you weak motherfuckers don't deserve to breathe. How many niggas ready to ride for me? Yay, yay. Like, I was with him, man. Like, man, how he could get this monster in me, crunk up, man. That was up. He was amazing to get this monster in me, crunk up. That man could do that. Not many people could do that like he did to me.
So we've got loads of questions that have coming in about Diddy, of course. And, you know, you told me previously that you've been to you went to parties that Diddy invited you to. You took substances over there. And J-Lo, you know, you was partying with J-Lo, things like that. Could you elaborate on what that was like, please?
Yeah, you know, Puff really, Puff was the essential of where you wanted to be and who you wanted to be around. Puff would throw some extravagant aspect where Kid Rock came, God bless his dead, Prince would come, Denzel Washington would come. You know what I'm saying? He would bring some of the most elite people and then bring street people like me around to be around them. So his parties became so many different tiers of people within one that it was something that it made you because you went to the party, you know?
It's like a good networking opportunity.
Oh my God, you come out of that thing, man. You come out of that thing with phone numbers never before. It was better than any other networking aspect. You go to the Hamptons, the all-white party in 97. Oh my gosh. Man, you go in there, you like, man, Sanaa Lathan in here, Nia Long, Vivica Fox. I'm talking about if they wanted to be the who's who, they had to go to the party. So, you know, not just them, even rock stars. You know, Kid Rock, he gonna make sure he get there too. You would see country singers there. Paris Hilton wouldn't miss a Puff party. Every time I'm there, it made Paris Hilton hip hop. Like Paris here, Kim Kardashian here, Nicole Murphy here. It was the place to be.
How did your relationship with Diddy come about in the first place?
50 Cent?
How did your relationship with 50 Cent come about then, before that?
My relationship with 50 Cent really was on some managing a rapper named Game that was part of his record label. And my man, Jimmy Hinchman, got the contract on Game. He's letting me get 20% of whatever's going on in the South. Me and Snake. And you know, I'm really worried about selling my drugs, but 50 came in with these two.
Feel me? Yeah, all that shit cool, but I need to get this work off.
Songs, Wankster and in the club. Like 50 Cent, Eminem, of course the Fugees I did them, but Eminem, Nelly, they sold 10 million. Like, you know, Tupac, when he died, 10 million. But it's like, he blew up 50 Cent. So he was the dude to be top business with. So we moved in on 50 Cent, met him backstage, had a rapper named Game and said, hey, 50, we got a rapper named Game, man. He'll look good for you for the West Coast. But he kind of like, okay, so there was a real gangster named 50 Cent. He was on Rockets Island. He died. And his mother and baby mother was doing awful. So went to go find his mother and baby mother and say, and then pull up back on 50. Hey, 50, this is 50 Cent. You done took the man's name. This is mother and his wife. You know what I'm saying? You know the man is dead, and do you know he don't must have a tombstone? But 50, he did a documentary on it. You know what I'm saying? With Jimmy Hinchman and everybody in it, as into, oh, you know what? I'm going to help. Give them a tombstone, gave them some money. Then we started to really network and say, hey, 50, we got a rapper here, man, named The Game. Why don't you take a look at him, make him the west side of G Unit? And he agreed, looked into it, wanted a couple of favors from us. We've been around. He just came in. So he made him part of his artist, his entourage.
And when you met Diddy for the first time, what impression did you have of him?
Nah, he was like that, you know, one of them dudes that raised up from, he not no street dude that made money. It's two different kind of dudes I be saying. It's a jailbird and a street dude. He was mostly a jailbird. And within his jailbird aspect, you know, he got a nice size from Queens. He held it down and did his time and did his. So,
oh, we've lost your audio, Ali. I think I can't hear you. Let me see if I can hear you on the on this. Audio, Ali. I think I can't hear you. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Let me see what's happened. Is someone called you on your phone or something? Has it knocked your audio off?
nah, somebody called in.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. You're back. All right. So do you think then, is Diddy the kind of person cut out to survive prison?
I can't lie to you, man.
Prison is a big ghetto. Diddy gonna be a star in prison like he a star in the ghetto. All right. The toughest niggas around, you know what they gonna tell you? Diddy with me. That's what they gonna tell you. Diddy gonna be just fine. They can beg him for something.
When you got money, somebody gonna clean your boots. Somebody gonna clean your cell. Somebody gonna go ahead and have your towel wait for you. Somebody gonna stand in front of your door. Now, do you want to live as into paying people's face? Is a different question than survival. That man got money. He's around a bunch of poor people, man. Hell yeah, he rich. Man, they're gonna be begging for that money.
All right, you've just served almost 20 years. So you know all about the prison politics.
Yeah.
In America. And every state's got kind of different politics. So where Diddy is housed presently, wouldn't he have a jacket for the nature of his crimes? Wouldn't that work against him?
Now that can work against you as far as somebody moving in to get a check. But when you in prison, if there's a dude Sanford that got
Sam Bankman-Fried.
Not Bankman-Fried, another one that did a Ponzi scheme, Sanford, but he from Florida. So I don't allow. I go at it at all the pedophiles and the rapists, but I don't allow Virginia or anybody else, New York or LA, to get on his ass. I'm the only one can get on him and make sure he good. You got to be from Florida. So the New York dudes are going to hold a political shield around him, and he going to make sure they're good.
Because there's been some serious allegations in the civil lawsuits about him, against kids, like young, underage, things like that. And, I know you're a stand-up guy. You would have never, if you'd have seen anything like that, you would have.
Man, when you get out of here with that shit.
Stopped it. So because he's got these allegations against him with kids, wouldn't that make him a target?
Yeah, that make you a target, man. Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, that ain't good at all. Yeah, I never read his shit. Now you can't do that though, man. That ain't copacetic, yo. Like, yeah, we got to get rid of him. I mean, within Florida, I'm gonna say, yeah, he got to go. Yeah, he got. We don't want his money. We don't want none from that bitch. That bitch got to go. Somebody, whoever hit him up, yeah, hit him up, man, and get them from around here, man. But you know,
so
he's in a detention center right now. He's not in prison.
Yeah, he's pre-trial.
Yeah, so yeah, anything that happened to him, it can help his cause. So there's a lot of good security there.
So you mentioned partying with J-Lo. What was that like?
Man, J-Lo bring all the sexy girls around. Ooh. Ooh. When J-Lo come around, man, beautiful women just come around, man, and just hang around and just, hey, man, I'm talking about you get a second, third, fourth girl, you like, damn. Man, J-Lo brings some beautiful, I don't know, that's how I always seen it. Like, well, when we go out with J-Lo, boy, you know, that's when Puff had J-Lo, but damn, you know, I don't know. That's all I really know her from. I don't know her, you know, but J-Lo brings some of the beautifulest women to come around, man. J-Lo like that now.
Do you think that J-Lo and Diddy's relationship was real or it was staged? Because supposedly he was in love with Kim Porter at the time.
Yeah, but J-Lo was made from In Living Colors. She was just a dancing girl. So J-Lo knew how to climb to the top through hip hop. She always did music with Jadakiss, old dirty bastard. She was a dancing girl for the Wayne brothers. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jamie Foxx done said, man, you know, never thought she can aspire, but I commend her on climbing the ladder. But she came through the ranks of hip hop, you know, just being a little dancing girl, you know?
A lot of people are asking if you partied with Jay-Z and Beyonce or you had any stories about them.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, you know, nah, Jay-Z and Beyonce, you know, sometimes I'm at Puff House, Beyonce come, ain't nothing, you know, she just got to kiss everybody around the house. I just be like, hey, B, she's not very talkative, you know, but Jigga, Jay-Z really mastered a lot of situations to make dudes keep their own masters. He always talk to you and be like, hey, man, business-wise, how he can uplift you or help you out with a song. You know, when we party, you know, we party together a lot of times, but, you know, Jay-Z, you know, he been around a long time, and man, that man is controlling the halftime show of the Super Bowl. So his power and his aristocratic level is something that is needed today to move forward. I really don't, you know, I see other people's genres, you know, Scooter Bum, Country Golf Brooks and all these people that's leading they genre, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I applaud Jay-Z today, man. I truly do, though. I do.
Do you think any of these big names, you know, including the ones we've talked about, or people like Leonardo DiCaprio, are worried about Diddy being in jail and the freak-offs, and possibly there's like videos that have been recorded that were secret that they didn't know were getting recorded, and things could come out in the future?
See, I don't know that side of Puff. I'm somebody, I might just bring something for him, drugs, but I always want to be genuine. I don't be with none of that. I don't know what's going on, but I want to be at the party, though. And these dudes like Leonardo, like you say, Leonardo DiCaprio and all of them want to be there also. So there's a lot of quietness going on right now that I really don't understand. So I'm just out of jail and I'm just really watching because the level was so amazing that I'm still trying to figure out. That's why I got to read the legal papers when I get time. But freak off. I'm trying to understand how the hell ABC, CNN, how you use this word freak off. You can't use freak off. At night, the moon hit is freak off time. All the Guns N' Roses, everybody's on freak. The Beatles, everybody's on, man. I'm troubled by it, but I'm listening, but I'm troubled by it, but I'd be like, whoa, Cassie, that's dead wrong. But you gave her $30 million. And if she signed, she accepted the apology. So I'd be saying, did Cassie really get her money? And I'd be like, she got her money? Oh, okay. But I try to understand the word freak off. Like, what does that mean? What does it mean though? Hassan?
Apparently it was something that Diddy and them used. That's what they called the parties. The after parties, was it?
I don't know about them things there. Yeah, those I'm Haitian. No good. We don't. Yeah, I don't support. No, I don't know what them people do after that. You know, I never had no problem with them in jail. I'd be like, two men together is like two hyenas. The culture was always. I never understood it. I don't know why Obama passed this shit. Like them people, they act crazy. They act retarded. I'd be like, what the fuck wrong with you? But, you know, I don't know how CNN and ABC can use this word freak off, but you know,
So you got a question from Jerome, and Jerome is asking if you'd ever heard anything about Diddy's sexuality.
Yeah, we used to say shiny suit. You remember that? You used to say that, Sean, right?
Shiny what?
Shiny suit.
No, I never heard of it. Never heard of
it. He used to wear shiny suits in the video. So we say, man, you got on these shiny suits?
Do you think, you know, that you see a lot of the guys portraying a macho image, but other things are going on behind the image? Do you think the public was misled a bit by some of these guys?
I don't know. That ain't my business. But I don't know, man. That ain't my business. I don't get. Those people are crazy, and
I'm telling you right now, I always thought that about Diddy.
I mean, they sell baby oil everywhere. So I don't know. So I don't know, man.
Were you aware of the baby oil back then?
At all? Oh no. No, sir. Nah, that's some wild shit.
You didn't see the bottles laying around?
That's them other rooms. You know, I don't know them rooms. I'm in the back with the ladies. I'll be the beautiful ladies. Yeah.
So there was a situation in a nightclub, and we've interviewed a lady, a very brave lady, very strong, powerful speaker called Natania Rubin. And she was in the nightclub the night J-Lo and Diddy and Shine came in, and she's claiming that J-Lo allegedly smuggled a gun in, and she's claiming that Diddy shot her in the face. Did you ever hear anything about that story?
I read that before, and I heard a lot of things about it. That circle of people, somebody in that circle, that lady can't be crazy. Somebody in that circle shot her. You know, people like that got to get compensated. But, you know, I don't know who did that, what happened, but if she got shot in the face, she's not crazy. And she know who the fuck was in that circle. Now, there's an issue again with money. If 5 of us, I done been locked up with 4 people. And you know this, Sean, money dictate a lot of issues. If I'm locked up with 4 people, and it's a gun. I'm like, man, hey, I'm about to go get, God bless the dead, Johnny Cochran. Who you want? I'm broke. What about you? I'm broke. What about you? I'm broke. All right. First and foremost, sign this paper and say it ain't me. So there's casualties when you don't have no money. I'm sorry to say, money moves mountains. You can buy dynamite. And it can switch the story around, and this person might have to take the beef, this person might have to take it, but I have to honor and get them their lawyer. So save your money, gangs. Save your money.
Yeah, because Shine came out and said that he took the fall, but apparently he was transferred $1 million.
Yeah, he got to do the time.
No, family, Shine didn't get $1 million. You know what Shine got for that? Shine got $50,000. That's all Diddy gave him. You know, all Shine had to do was tell them what happened. Family, Shine didn't have a problem with nobody in that club that night. Straight up. All right, yo, Diddy gave him $50,000 when Diddy called his Diddy lawyers, called witnesses to the stand to tell them that Shine did it. Diddy gave him $50,000 for serving that 10 years.
That's good money. That's what you get for being broke.
So you're saying you get what justice you can afford?
You know, Sean, you was in the business. A lot of cases happen. Everybody want lawyers from you. You got to say, hey, what happened to your...
Bro, that's some cold shit. And I see why Diddy going through the things he going through.
money? Oh, I spent it in the club. I had this girl. Oh my gosh, I bought the house. I'm gambling. Okay, listen. Yeah, keep me out of this. I'm worried about me. I'm not worried about you.
So Chaz is asking about your Dre stories.
Who?
Dre.
Dr. Dre?
Yep.
Yeah, Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre, you know, my real encounter with Dr. Dre was my homeboy, Jimmy Hinchman. When we start managing Game, Jimmy Hinchman, the real East Coast and West Coast wasn't about Tupac or Biggie. It was about Jimmy Hinchman and Shug, 2 big egos. So Shug didn't like it either, but Dr. Dre didn't want to do it. When he found out a New York dude is going to manage a Compton dude. So Dr. Dre say, oh no, oh no, oh no. So we trying to get a meeting with him like, hey man, sometimes you got to talk to a dude to see what kind of dude he is. Forget about the word through the grapevine. So D-Mac put the meeting together. We got Dre. And Dre finally met Jimmy Hinchman, me, and he's like, oh man, y'all not bad dudes. I don't care about a Brooklyn dude managing a Compton dude. I'm just worried about the talent and to go forward. So, you know, Dre, you know, we kind of caught him too in his growth. You know, 2006 Dre, not 95, 94, 93 Dre, you know. I'm sure he was a different dude then, but we hung out with Dre, party with Dre. When you go out with Dre, man, woo. Man, the West Coast, I'm talking about, you notice how white people, Asian people, the police officer, all just be like, hi, Dre. Hi, Dre. You know, and he got Eminem with him. Oh my gosh, pandemonium. So, you know, that's my only real connection to dudes, you know?
Going back to East Coast, West Coast beef then, what did you think about the arrest of Keefe D?
Yeah, Keefe D, man. This man spent about 5 years. Sometimes your
Family, wasn't Keefe D begging for that?
claim to fame, you got to watch what your claim to fame is. and you keep going on air talking about your claim to fame is you shot Tupac. Come on, man. What the fuck is you stupid?
Crazy.
You passed the gun. Man, what the fuck is you saying? You did what? You go on 60 Minutes, I passed the gun. Nobody gonna arrest you. You go on the Bible, you go on this award, you go on Vlad, I passed the gun. No, I passed the gun. And you ask me why you indicted? Sean, why is he indicted?
I think it's called murder conspiracy.
Yeah, you dumb
He been meant to spent all the money he made from telling that story.
fuck. Yeah, he's a dumb fuck. Yeah, he done fucked up, man. You know you done fucked up, right? Yeah.
You got some questions from Consigliere Music, and that is, have you ever had any interactions with DJ Magic Mike?
Who's that?
I don't know. I'll go to the next one. Cash Money Records Slim.
Yeah, you know, I went through a little something with Lil Wayne, and I tried to put my artists out with him, and I was giving him a lot of favors in Miami, and he was being big-headed, and I was doing business with him. I wanted to be around him, and he was doing bad. Baby wasn't fucking with him. He's walking around here, Baby walking around with Yo Gotti and other rappers. So I'm moving in on Wayne like I'm with him. And
yeah, family, this around the time when Wayne was going through it with Cash Money.
He's doing these songs in the studio. He's doing these songs. Go DJ, a milli. He's doing like 9 songs in a day. I'm in there like, yo, what are you doing? You're gonna oversaturate the people. But he's the best person I like been in the studio with as far as taste, good music, good bounce, good drums, pick a beat, and go. But anyway, I got an artist I'm putting out, Basil Knight. So I'm Scarface, give me a song for real, give me a song, Rick Ross, Jackie O, and I'm like, I need a song, Wayne. So he lied to me and tell me he's somewhere where he ain't. So I let him know I know where you at. So I go there. When I go there, he mad. So, but I'm like, hey, listen to the songs, man. So he go in the room, put the song, he played the song, and played him and Wyclef, but he mad. I'm like, I guess he's mad because I just pull up and we had some street dealings, and I had owed him some money, but I had told him they got messed up. Wait, I'm gonna get it for you. So I'm like, we're talking about music right now, man. So he's not really adhering to what I'm saying. So he just take it out and just put it on my chest. I don't want it. I'm like, God damn. So I grab him. Pop! I throw him on the wall. Pop! I take his chains off. I say, now you can't go, now you can't be in Miami now. Now you gotta leave Miami. So three of his homeboys about to get up. So my homeboy next to me, he fumbled with the gun. So I'm like, hey, I dropped. I'm like, hey. So he pulled the gun out on him. Back up. So I come up out the studio with her and everything. I leave. So I make a bunch of flyers. Man, Cash Money got to leave Miami, man, or show Miami love. So my man from Cincinnati, Alex Garrett, he like, man, he at the Portofino Yacht Club. So I go there. I put gas in his Phantom Rolls Royce, and I burn it up. So it burned up. Oof. So now my phone is ringing. Everybody, I'm like, man, but it was, you know, it was like bad business, but I didn't give a fuck. I got $7 million here. I got $9 million here. I got $22 million in Haiti. I got spots. I got every week coming. 1.7. I don't really give a fuck about nothing. I think I can go to the White House. I'm trying to get in. I feel like my mind, my ego is big because I'm rich. I got 74 cars. I got 2 Dairy Queens, 2 Subway, coin laundry. So I'm really on some. Everybody in the streets is like, fuck Wayne. They want to come close to me, close to the money. You understand that, Sean? They want to come close to that money. Like, how can I get some of that money up out of Sean? That nigga got all the ecstasy, baby. If I can get that money up out of Sean, boy, I know he'll just give me 10 grand. That shit ain't nothing for him. So, you know, and I'm doing that for so many people, and they promoting me. But Jimmy Hinchman step in, DJ Khaled step in, they kind of talked to me. Zo, chill. So we went, got on DJ Khaled radio, and you know, he made a song for me. We taking over the remix.
Family, smash that like button for me. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we keeping it busting.
You can listen to it. We taking over a remix. He say, I squashed my beef with Zoe. It's a bakery. It's time to make dough. So, you know, that relationship really never got back as it was, but it just became a hip-hop fable story.
They're loving you in the chat, man. They're saying you're one of the most charismatic storytellers.
Oh, yeah? Where them comments, boy? Them motherfuckers, boy, have you tiptoeing, boy. Them big day.
The next question from a viewer: can you address the rapper Gunplay, who recently responded to you mentioning his name?
Yeah. Everything that he do, 100 comments, is a bunch of young dudes coming after him. I can't do nothing. They gonna do it. They got him. They say, man, just chill. We got him.
The next question is, did you have any dealings with any of Diddy's bodyguards? And if so, which ones?
You know, Uncle Paulie was real cool. The dude Gene, you know, that dude Gene.
Gene Deal.
Yeah, Gene Deal was like, he was never no street dude or corporate dude. He was a state trooper. But, you know, sometimes that don't matter because he got heart. You know, he was a bodyguard, but, you know, I might be around, you know, he slapped the shit out of bitch. Bah! Shut up. He was, he got hard for a state trooper. That motherfucker didn't see no street motherfucker. And it might be 2 shootouts with dudes. Gina be like, I'll walk you to the car. That's what I know him for. Like, I know him for that. As far as him, you know what I'm saying that he was in the business, he never was in the mix like that. Like, you know, he sit outside for 5-6 hours, you know, but you know, he don't come my way at all, you know. You show him a gun, hey man, I'm over 21 years old. You good? So we had a good understanding. And he just be like, I like you. I'm like, all right, yeah. I don't like you. So we had an initial issue. We never had an issue though, but man, you know what I'm saying? Shit is what it is, though, you know?
So you saw Gene Deal in action and he had heart. Yeah,
him, Uncle Paulie. You know, my man Wolf, he wasn't really no bodyguard. He was a street dude, but he would play the move away, you know, move away. You know, I would do that too, man, for Puff, Naomi, when they could come through, you know, but, you know, it was, you know, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
So Kobe wants to know, is the rapper Rick Ross a real street dude?
Nah, man. Rick Ross can say, I'm from Carol City. He's from Carol City. And you know, I might have 800 kilos, so I'm doing my thing. Not anybody can come approach me. And on my block, I got like 115 dudes just standing, but he could come pull up. I don't know if it's for him, if it's patch up money, but I never looked at him, you know, but he could come pull up. But, you know, I'm from Carol City. Booby been locked up since 98. That's my Carol City. Like, that's cool, but he's been gone. I wasn't sharing that shit with nobody. Like, I'm running this shit here. You get out of state prison, you get out of jail from FSP, from Rayford prison, my wild dudes, you come to me. And I'm like, yo, what's up? Well, let's do this. You ready? Let's do this. Like, he wasn't one of us, but I understand poetically, he is a poetic dude that can say he's from Carol City.
What about his history of being a CO? Was that covered up back then?
Nah, that's what it was. That's what he did, you know. He did it. He was a CEO, you know. He did it for Booby, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, back then, you make sure you send people commissary money. You make sure you pay their lawyer. You make sure you look out for their girl. And you get the correction officers. You make sure you look out for correction officers to make sure the boys are still good. They eating and smoking good, and they drinking good. So, shit, he like, shit, I'm going to get that. And he had a clean name. So, hey, my man Booby, you know, not me. Booby like, hey, go get that job. You really don't tell him no. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, he had to go get it.
Question,
you know, because he lived in the gutter of Carol City.
Question from Kaza. Is Ray J Diddy's bitch?
Huh?
That's what the viewer is asking. Is Ray J Diddy's beep?
Man, Ray J gonna do whatever Diddy tell him to do, man. You know, Ray J back then, he was just Brandy's brother. Like, nobody even knew his name. Like, they go Brandy's brother. But he made his own little name, you know, Kim Kardashian. I don't really, you know, I never really mess with dude like that. I don't know him, but I just been reading through the grapevine, everything going on with him though, but I don't really know fool.
Next viewer question is, how common is witchcraft in the music industry?
Very big. E5, very big. It's something, you know, that's what I want to see people talk about. Start talking about what's in these contracts. How the fuck you signed for 7 albums and 9 options? What did he tell you? What did he tell you to do? Like, show this paperwork, show this contract, because I do lawsuits. I don't see you. You fuck up, I'm filing on your ass. But a lot of people practice that because they want to really live the financial, aristocratic, populace of being the viral person that you talk to. And some people, we had a man Tally, he would be like, here, just sign this contract, put your blood on there, and to practice witchcraft to me is like, I can never get on my knees for you, Sean. You can never get on my knees for me. But for you to get on your knees for a dude, you know, like Tally, sign this paper, put your blood on it, and get on your knees and worship. I think that's the ultimate thing. If you get on your knees, on 2 knees, even when you get married, you're supposed to do 1 knee. But to get on both knees and to do those things, to beg for that aspect, and to do all these rituals, man, you know, oh man.
Do you think they did something like that to Justin Bieber?
I wasn't there. I don't know. I
Shug,
don't know.
Shug.
So I'm saying, when we black men, and we don't like them questions, because when you say that about somebody, We like you to have some proof.
Knight said that Diddy was pimping Bieber out to wealthy executives.
Yeah, Shug know more than me. Shug been around, but yeah, Shug, that motherfucker can't stand Diddy though.
Did you ever come across Big Homie CC? We've interviewed him. He's a good guy.
He was a bodyguard.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know him. I saw him, but I don't know him. I don't know him.
Next question is from Seago. What's the most insane thing you can remember Diddy saying or doing?
I just used to be like, you know, I don't know, man. Diddy was kind of wild. Me, I just know him for like, because he had Sean John on his shirt. And, you know, he said, I love my walking mannequins. You know, he was a blood-sucking money motherfucker. That's what I used to just say, boy, you do some wild shit, and to be trending for so long, that's good, boy. Man, I'm talking about, man, that man trended for a long time. But people got to ask the question, there's no such thing as a CEO check and an artist check. There's no such thing. So how do the CEO get his money? He had to get it off the artist. Like Scooter Bum only can get his money up out of Taylor Swift. Yes, she wrote all the songs, she sung all the songs, she did all that, but Scooter Bum found you in the mall and said, come here, Taylor. Come here. I'm gonna make you a star. And he did everything he's supposed to. But there's no such thing as a Scooter Ball check and a Taylor check. It's just one check. And he got to get his. That's his Rolodex. That's his money. That's his motherfucking time. So, you know, education got to come because, you know, things like hip hop, it really just started like it's 50 years old. Europe is 3,700 years old. Africa, 5,300 years old. It's 50 years old, and it really got to get a little bit more expand. You know, like right now, the coolest thing to do is to kill a nigga, and dudes is dying and they broke. Dang.
So 50 Cent that said that Diddy's downfall was falling out with this company, Diageo, here in the UK, the Ciroc company.
You know them?
They were 55 billion and they're 10% owned by BlackRock.
Yeah, see, a lot of people, man, from Harvard, Yale, you know, Stanford, people know how to do a hostile takeover. Big money take little money. That little $1 billion he got ain't shit then. 55 billion?
Yep.
Oh, he might be dead.
And Diddy sued, they paid Diddy $1 billion, and then Diddy turned around and sued them for racism.
That's on Black and White?
Yep.
Bro, Diddy was out of his mind, wasn't he?
Dang.
And 50 Cent said that was his downfall because he was in the club, or he thought he was in the club, and they put him in his place.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang. That's sad though. I mean, I don't know. 55 billion.
I give you $1 billion for your likeness. That means somebody just gave you $1 billion because your name Diddy, and then you turn around and sue me for racism.
55 billion British pounds, which is what, about 70 billion US dollars?
Why would he sue them? Why can't he just do good business with them?
He wanted more rights and he wanted more money, and yeah.
Yeah, you don't, all that, you don't really go about it that way, man. You gotta, you can't, I don't like that word racism, man. That's a stupid statement. Like, I'm not in the business to tell a white man don't like his skin. I tried that shit don't work.
I mean, I would have been offended too. I just gave you $1 billion and that's what you think you're gonna call me and mess up my brain.
He still like his skin. So you can't be that educated and be going at nobody in that aspect because he's like, yo, I looked out for you. That's what you gonna say?
Because you can't have your way like a girl.
All right. And
you signed a contract, bro, honor it.
some motherfucker don't want to be associated with that shit. Ain't nobody alive, motherfucker, man. Damn.
Yeah, 50 Cent said he just got Diddy got too big for his boots when it came to dealing with this liquor company.
I could agree with that, yeah.
You're getting asked if you ever met any UK rappers.
Man, they need to holler at me. They need to get at me, man. I be talking to Reese from Commentary. That's my man. I be fucking with them boys out of Manchester, Birmingham. Them boys, yeah, I be fucking with Tone. I be fucking with them, yeah, but I need them to send me some music. ZoPoundChip@gmail.com. ZoPoundChip. Go to my TikTok. Ali Zo Adam 305. Ali Zo Adam TikTok 305. Send me some music. I'm about to do something big with a record label and put music out because we got to expand, you know what I'm saying? We need to share music together, man, you know what I'm saying? And play a lot of, you know what I'm saying, cultural aspects, you know? We hip-hop. Them boys over there hip-hop, man. Oh, yeah.
HC is asking about Lil Wayne and Birdman contract, how Wayne couldn't leave.
Yeah, I read that one. When he finally got out, it's always about percentage within it. He gave Baby another 51%, and Wayne got 49%. And unbeknownst, he found Drake and Nicki and.
All right, family, smash that like button for me. Y'all see I'm struggle streaming. I appreciate y'all help. Y'all know I do.
Fucked up again. So total control is on Baby. So no matter what he say, don't fucking matter. Like, yeah, nah, I'm only gonna do what I want to do. So why do that? Like, you know, I don't know.
So Lisa wants to know, would you say that street life? Oh, we've lost him. We'll get him back. I think his phone's run out of charge or something. Thank you for all the questions, folks.
Shout out everybody. Shout out everybody. Look, if you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and we keeping it busting.
So Adam, my mentor has always been Don King. Don King has always been my mentor because of the path that he took. Knowing, I know a lot of, really so much about him because I see myself within him. Don doesn't have no talent. You know what I'm saying? He can't play the guitar, he can't shoot the ball, he can't bump. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no talent. His talent is this. His talent is to think. So it's like, wow. I watched him. Don been locked up 38 times. On his 22nd time, he shot 2 people coming into his number's house. And Don, you know, he raised up with his mom. You know, they selling pies, calling it lucky numbers. Don got into the number system in Cleveland, big Cleveland. When Don got into it, man, Don had the respect and the notoriety of La Costa Nostra, the Gambino, the Lacheezy family, the Bonanno family. He had their interests. They wanted to deal with a man like Don King. The Gambino family had him first option. When he said a number, when he said the Dolphins and New England, give Dolphins 5, give Dolphins -5. All right, Dolphin gonna win. Whatever he said, it was making billions back then. I don't know how much billions today, but billions back then off of Don King. Don only got this here, but Don, you know, on the 38th time that he got locked up, he pistol whipped a dude to death, saying, "Give me my money, Give me my money. Where my money? Where my money? Because he's running a number house, so he going through a lot of things. He pistol whooped Sam Garrett to death. 6'5". He died on the scene. He had so much power, the police came, he said, y'all know me? They say, Don, you might have fucked up on this one. He said he owed me money. He slipped. They wrote it down. But anyway, Don go through it. He get a life sentence. When he get a life sentence, man, you know, it was another rumor, you know, saying that John Gotti slapped Don King, but I never believed that rumor. You know what I'm saying? I seen it from where it's from. I went deep into it. That's another story. But anyway, Don, he locked up with a life sentence. The Cleveland Mafia is who, he a runner for his Cleveland Mafia. They really run everything. But he watching everything. He the best runner. He got all the mob. He got, God bless it, that Nicky Scarfo in Philly too. He sneaked to holler at Don. Don got him one of the richest mob bosses in Philly. But Don, he locked up now with a life sentence. The Cleveland Mafia going to see him spend money. They putting big people with him. And he's still giving them numbers. Pop, 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 pop. He do it for 3 years. He ain't gonna end up doing 4.5, right? He ended up doing it for 3 years. Boop. He get out. And on a Vizzo with them, and he tell the Cleveland Mafia, Bob, no, he told him, no more numbers for you, man. Get me out of jail. Got up and walked off. That was like disrespectful to the Cleveland head mafia boss. They ain't do it. So they start to help. They find a congressman. Holler at the judge. The life sentence come off. Pop, swap out. Pop, pop, there he out. He get out, he tell the mob boss Cleveland, we ain't doing numbers no more. They say, huh? Listen, we going into boxing. They say, huh? We going to boxing. We gonna do the first one at the hospital. We gonna go to the hospital and we gonna do the first one. When we go to this hospital, it's gonna open all doors. Don went to that hospital. They needed money, fundraiser, right? And boom, he go down. He put a boxing match right in front of it. Brrr, the money, so much money came. They say they cleared back in, man, 14 million in front of the hospital for the boxing match. His first boxing expedition performance. His first one. He do it at the hospital. It worked. They say they made 632 million back then when they did the fundraiser for the hospital. Don's second fight. He walked up to Muhammad Ali and he saw the Nation of Islam pushed him. Get back, nigga, get back. He like, hey, Muhammad, you fought in Madison Square Garden. You fought, you know what I'm saying, in Canada, in Europe. Hey, man, you keep fighting, man, you know what I'm saying, New York. We gonna fight for your peoples. They said, hey, get back, man. Muhammad say, what? He said, when you gonna fight for your peoples? He said, hold on. Y'all let him come over here. What you talking about? The second fight, he said, man, Muhammad, when you gonna fight for your peoples in Africa? Zaire, I know the king. He said, you know the king? He said, yeah, that's my friend. We've been wanting you to fight in Africa bad. He said, anyway, he said, man, how we gonna make this short? He said, sign this blank paper. Once they see your signature, the king is gonna spend the money. The peoples are gonna be with you. We love you, the transition. Take us to Muslim. Take us to Islam. Please, the king wants you. He signed. Said, huh? Go to Africa. He went to the Republic of Zaire. Don't even know this man. He went there and he told him, Don told him, I'm gonna make you bigger than Mubarak, Nelson Mandela, Gaddafi. I'm finna make you the biggest man in this 53 nation, man, called Africa. And guess why? He said, why? He said, I'm gonna call it Rumble in the Jungle. And when you finish with this spectacular, you're gonna be the biggest person, but you gotta open up the vault. He said, the vault? Yeah. He looked at the signature. He said, brilliant. Take him to the vault. He just grabbed about 800,000. He went to go find George Foreman. Man, a good WBC commentary man said, Don told me, I'm going to show you the power of putting your hands around a nigga. He found George Foreman and put his hands around him. Pop! And walked with him. George automatically said, Africa? Dang. I can't deny that. I ain't want to fight him, man. But Africa? I'm going to sign them 3 blank papers. He did. He went to go find Barry Gordy at Motown. He showed Barry all the signatures. They said, oh, I just need you, Barry Gordy. Second fight out of prison after an elbow. Ain't much do none. He said, man, listen here, Don. I'm going to give you Ron Isley, Diana Ross. I'm going to give you your man, Lottie Price, man. I hear that's not good, but it's beef with. He said, I'm going to give you James Brown, Stevie Wonder. He say, man, he say, look, I got an authority of the CEO. All them people I said, you don't need now one of them signatures. All my signature, Barry Gordy, is the only signature you need. Africa and Zaire? This is it? You gonna bring the great Islam? Don said, yes. While he's stamping the paper, Pop and hand all the artists. He called each artist said, Barry say, I'm gonna go, except for James Brown. James Brown say, suck, I want my 100,000 now. I don't give a damn about Africa. He don't want.
James Brown said, I ain't got no sympathy. I got bills.
Got paid, sad to say at the end of the day, right? But all the artists performing was, it was a great thing. It had to go down. It went down. Muhammad did it. It was Rumble in the Jungle. It was amazing. He's put a spectacular up. He said, I just need you to do one thing, Muhammad. He said, what? Huh? You say that out your mouth. He said, what's this? The mic was there. He said, Don King is the best promoter in the world. he said, it's on. It's on. The mob had took the money, man. The mob, Don ain't play with that money at all. The mob took all the money. He ain't had no stronghold. He wasn't mobbing with the right people. His second fight, anyway, is in the Philippines. Third fight, Thriller and Melina. Man, come on, man. But you see, what it is about Don King is 94, and hip-hop really need to look at him, because they just try to make him bombastic, loud, manipulated, everything. But me, I don't blame him. Like, I did 19 fights with you, Mike Tyson. Why is me? Damn, Larry Holmes, you gonna say that? I think black, I think green. He looks black, lives white, and think green. Don say, man, they spend their money and mad because I keep mine. But they just made him out to be this. What the different way people want to see a black man that did 38 times, he was locked up, had 2 murders.
Family, you had to be a serious dude to get where Don King made it to.
Did a life sentence, had to deal with the Italians and seeing they ain't tripping on him, dealing with the hood, but he's going against Bob Arum. Bob Arum went to Harvard.
Maybe you think just any black man could have went and done that.
12 years to learn boxing. He got the Bellagio, Steve Wynn. He got the MGM. He got him on lock, straight out of college. 1 week out of college. Find out. He go to Vegas. They say Bob Arum walked up to him because he did Rumble in the Jungle. And he been waiting for this. Bob Arum talked to him, Don gave him the game, and he out-negotiated HBO, Budweiser, he out-negotiated pay-per-view, he out-negotiated the next 16 fighters, man. Don just out-negotiated people. As Don doing this now, you gotta understand, Don went through it and got all management. Don had Joe Frazier at one time. And when he just started doing a certain, started doing a certain symbol. But anyway, he got Joe Frazier, whatever. Ken Norton knock out Joe Frazier. The reporter come and say, Mr. Don King, how could you put your hands?
He meant to say George Foreman, fam.
Of Ken Norton in the air when Joe Frazier won. Don said, I came with a champ, I'm gonna leave with a champ. And when Don did that, I struggled for like 6 years personally to understand this word hip-hop is selling, loyalty. I come to understand loyalty is to die for somebody. I'm not finna die for you. What I will let you know is that, trust me, there's a lot of different ethics that come before. Devotion is my first one.
Yo, if you live to get 51 years old in life should have taught you, don't go giving nobody your loyalty.
First base, go to second base. We coming home. Just chill. I'm gonna tell you when to go. Just chill. The chessboard show you how many players you need. But I try to understand in every which way, why? Why would Don King go about it in a certain way? When I get to it, I learned that Don King is so exceptional. He put the other man's hand in the air to say, you're the champ. At that moment, like the disciples in Jesus, I believe John, Paul, Peter, you know what I'm saying? I believe them all. Even Judas, Peter. Revelations. But Don King would answer and say, I came with a champ and I'm going to leave with a champ. He made sure all his fighters was good. He never at once made sure they didn't become what they were. You can't start another man's habit. I know they was buying dirt bikes, jewelry. They had the house at the dice game. They ran it up. They bought billboards. They tried to go at Meech. Fuck Meech. They failed. All y'all failed? I'm watching. As I'm watching, I'm truly understanding that loyalty is not a real word. I'm not going to die for you. No more. Today, 2025. I'm not going to show you. I did that. I tried to show you loyalty. What it was. I'm going to die for you. That's the wrong word. I don't know how hip-hop sold that word. Loyalty. Loyalty is not the word. Trust maybe on something. But don't loyal for you mean what? Email blast.
Men want loyalty the way they want it, but want to give it to you how the hell they want to give it to you, man. No.
You put me on my site all the time? You stupid? I understand it, but at the same time, I trust you. I trust you on the play, and I gotta go. All this, I live dying for a dude. It didn't get me nowhere. Don't say the word loyalty to me. The word loyalty to me don't bounce like that. It bounces a different way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to it. I take it a little extreme, the word loyalty. So I don't say it. I don't even must say it. When you say it, I say the same speech. I don't believe you'll die for me. Yeah, no, what's up? I don't believe you'll die for me.
No, he just wants you to believe that he would die for you and hope that you would die for him. But no, he not gonna die for you.
Yeah, I trust you on the play. You can be devoted, committed. When I say go to first base, second base, third base, like I say, we coming home. Watch. I don't want nothing from it. I'm humble. But remember to play. When Don put his hand in the air, Gladys Rosa and his stepson, Carl King, is all he could really trust. He ain't go to jail no more. The boxing commissions, all 6 of them through Bob Arum, they trying to lock him up. They tax invasion IRS trying to get him. In fact, Gladys went down. Gladys Rosa went down. Had to do 4 years. Took the charge as the accountant. He still ain't get locked up. Madison Square Garden, the Dundee family, they tell him I'm banning you from Madison Square Garden. He faxed him the next 16 fighters that he had. Spinks, he let Spinks, Ken Norton. I got Joe Frazier. I got Larry Holmes, knocking nice and young and coming. Oh yeah. Madison Square Garden called back with a fax with an apology. But he say, how is it my fault if I put $700,000 right here and a check for 2.5 and a nigga want the 700,000 cash?
Family, that's crazy because I read Muhammad Ali book. He said he was suing Don King for $1 million. He said Don King showed up to the hearing with a briefcase. So before the hearing, Don King walked up to him. So Don King said, what's up? And Muhammad Ali said, what's up? I'm suing you. He said, you know what's up? I'm suing you. He said, yeah, I know. I got this for you. And Don King said, Muhammad Ali said, I said, what's that? He said, it's $50,000. Muhammad Ali said, I said, man, I'm suing you for $1 million. And you got $50,000. Muhammad Ali said, Don King looked at him and said, nigga, you know you would rather have this $50,000 in cash than $1 million check that you ain't never gonna see. Muhammad Ali said he thought about it and he just took the money.
He won't go to the bank around the corner. And I chill with Mike. One-on-one, we go to amateur fights. Mike dealing with strippers. When I'm around, I keep my pistol. Back then, I thought I had a license to shoot. I got damn near 60 attempted murder. I shoot. Bah! My money right. Everybody taking cases for me. I'm up. I'm rich. I'm playing whatever the life is called. I'm using the monster in me on some other shit. I'm with Don King, Mike Tyson,
Mike, we in the car in the back of the Maybach, and he kicked Don in the face. Pop! And hit him. Pop! Don said, get the fuck out my car. All three of us. Made me and Jimmy, ain't that, but before that, he make a comment. I got 2 documented murders now. I got 2 different and another documented murder. We got out the car to Maybach, Mike Tyson go to running. We got out, Jimmy on probation, FBI. He like, nigga, come on, we gotta cross the street. We cross the street. By the time we finally cross the street, we get there. Jimmy say, hey, that dude just said a gangster comment, huh? I said, yeah. That's what that sound like. Man, let's go there. I look at what Don say. He got $700,000 in the armor truck trying to tell Mike Tyson, take this and this frizzless $115 million lawsuit. These white boys playing with your head. I was there. He managed Michael Jackson tour. He managed the Michael Jackson tour. But he about to make a spectacular out of Mike. They say Gorbachev, the president of the Soviet Union, Colin Powell. When I holler at Mike, he be Gorbachev, Colin Powell. Yeah, I think the President Bush Sr. is coming to get into my fight. He said, yeah, those people don't go to Mayweather fight. Dang. What they attract?
Shout out family, shout out family. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and we keeping it bussin'.
What's good? It's Chaz, the CNC Commander-in-Chief, Blackhand Entertainment. Blackhand's the label, Blackhand's the gang. What's good?
Thing I heard, he was on the street say he was big like Shug Knight in New York. But some of his homies was saying, man, who the dude fly to check Chaz in? I checked him in. Y'all don't like it? Come see me. They said the dude Chaz was on American Gangsters with BT and Lil Melvin and them. You know, because I say Lil Melvin in Atlanta, man, bros. And so they say when Chaz was on, people saying, how Chaz get on American Gangsters and fly checked him in Atlanta and made him go to another jump? How is he a gangster?
In a video published on the DC Black's YouTube channel, December 22nd, 2024, convicted rapist.
Family, get right. I don't agree with this dude. This is just where I located the video, okay?
Keith Gaffney, also known as Khalif Mujahid and or Fly or DC Fly, would make a strong claim about Chaz Williams, a former bank robber and founder of the Black Hand Entertainment, a record label and management company. DC Fly or Fly would claim that he checked Chaz into the hole or protective custody in a federal penitentiary located in Atlanta, stating that he told Chaz and a fellow New Yorker to lock up or face death by morning time.
I go around there and turn Jerry. I said, we gotta go again, man. We gotta go one more time. He said, I ain't fighting no more, Fly. You whip me. I can't whip you. That's it, man. I said, well, you and Chaz gotta go in, man. Y'all got to go. So, I said, if y'all in here in the morning, man, don't put that knife in. So I told Jerry and Chaz, I said, y'all got to go, and if y'all still here in the morning, I'm going to kill you. I said, we don't kill you, man. So they packed up and went in the hole. So they up there on PC. So our homie Tim Thomas, the Bureau of Free Minds with us, wrote me a letter and asked me could his co-defendant come out. He still got the letter. I said, Jerry could come out, but Chaz can't come out. I said, Chaz come out, I'm going to kill him.
This admission would send New York into a frenzy, prompting everyone from fellow New Yorkers and associates of Chaz Williams and the Black Hand to his former head of security, Gene Dale, to speak out on his behalf and call cap on the alleged penitentiary rapist, Keith Gaffney's claims.
These guys from D.C. beat this dude down and fucked him up like dude said. Dude was from New York. Chad took it upon himself and said, nigga, you ain't touching nobody from New York. And that dude, Fly, who was telling the story about Chaz put his man in the hospital. Chaz did him dirty with a mop wrapped and on a mop stick. Now, Big D was there. Big D said if a nigga got a problem with him, with that story, let him know. Tell him, nigga, I'll be the Indian, I'll be the motherfucking whatever I gotta be. I'm delivering the motherfucking message. Chaz Williams whooped Fly man's ass, put him in the hospital. Do you hear me? Put that nigga in the hospital. Dude ain't telling the truth.
All right, peace. You already know where you at and who you rocking with, right? Right. So let's get to that thing. Yo, check it out, man. New York is pissed off. You heard? Yeah. It's a lot of New Yorkers that are upset about the lies, the blatant lies that Khalif Mujahid, a.k.a. Keith Gaffney, a.k.a. DC Fly, a.k.a. Fly, a.k.a. Keith Gaffney Bay, is telling on the internet. He's been exposed as a liar before. But these gentlemen who are coming forth, who you've seen in the clips and who you still will see, because I still got something from a Mr. Kenny Green. Raw perspective. He's mad. Look at what he had to say.
We talking about Chaz Williams and his reputation, his character against DC Fly and his character. And we know DC Fly, like those boys, you know what I mean? In the prison system, he had a boyfriend. Outside, he had a boyfriend. And people are trying to overlook who he really is.
Yeah, he say Keith like them boys. You know what I'm saying? He like them boys. They know he like the boys in and.
He ain't say nothing about no boys, man. He said he ran the nigga on the pigeon coop. That's what he said. Get to the issue.
Out of jail. You dig what I'm? He's upset. You feel me? People are upset because he's talking crazy about Chaz Williams of the Black Hand, a former bank robber, as well as music mogul, record label exec and owner, a manager for the music industry. He managed 50 Cent, Foxy Brown, as a few notables that people.
I mean, shit, family. That kind of stuff happened.
Could recognize and whatnot. So Dog had his hands in a little bit of everything. He was able to rob banks from jail.
Cause let's be honest. If a nigga tell you if you in this cell in the morning, he gonna kill you, and you know he gonna kill you, and what you gonna do? You either gonna be in that cell in the morning and die, or you gonna go on the pigeon coop.
Oddly enough, through a program that let him out in Michigan. There was a program, he got locked up. There's a program that allowed you to finish school on the outs in Michigan. He attended it and allegedly robbed banks while he was doing so. He supposedly robbed over 60 banks. And as I looked in the comments at different things, especially at the Raw Perspectives video, a lot of people are saying how Gene Dale doesn't have the right to speak on this, how he wasn't in prison, like going to prison isn't popular and cool.
Duh, that's because he wasn't. It ain't got nothing to do with it being popular or cool. I mean, Up for Debate TV, I like some of his stuff, but he don't really know what he's talking about.
Thing to do. It is not. But you wasn't in jail. You wasn't there. This is a situation that's over your head. This and that and other. Gene Dale was, in fact, the head of Black Hand Security. He was the head man. He was in charge of protecting.
Yeah, but he was in the U.S. Penitentiary in Atlanta when this happened, and Fly was.
The artist as well as Chaz and whatnot. So even if it is secondhand information, it is information nonetheless, and it should not be looked over.
as there are men that have spoken out from prison like Salam. You have to check out the Raw Perspectives entire video in order to see it. The link is in the description box, along with a link to Mr. Gaffney's charges, his compassionate release. You can check that out because I was called a liar. He doesn't know how to read federal paperwork, is what the DC Black said. The stalker from the DC Black. Oh yeah, for all of you that didn't know, he's a stalker. So a stalker and a rapist start a YouTube channel. That sounds like the beginning of a terrible joke, doesn't it? Yeah, he's got an active stalking warrant on him, the Eon Williams dude from the DC Blacks. And he's interviewing a convicted rapist who raped men in jail at USP McNeil. How does that work? And people running the numbers up to go over there and see the rapist talk and the stalker? That's crazy, man. But back to the subject. Gaffney told a story a while back before the Chaz thing blew up in his face about Wayne Perry and Tony Fortune, and Wayne supposedly sticking a gun in Tony Fortune's mouth and this and that and the other. That has been exposed to be a lie as well by Tony Fortune's people.
Family, like I ain't really get much into this interview because I wanted, you know, I like to get into it with y'all, but the more I ain't liking this, you feel me? Because he got, to me, it seemed like he got a natural bias and he just taking a side. And I don't know why he's so feeling it so much. He don't got nothing to do with it.
WP's people. As a matter of fact, here's what Wayne Perry thinks about Eon.
So disappointed in this boy Eon, man, because he a snake. He just want to do anything for money. And he a little $2 dude, you know what I mean? He'd do anything for $300-400. And then he's been sneaking behind my back doing stuff with this crap himself. No, I don't like him, don't mess with him or nothing, but he been doing stuff with this dude.
Yeah, a little $2 dude that'll do anything to make a buck. Don't it sound like what he doing on this channel? Putting fly up there telling lies? Manufacturing stories in order to generate wealth? Generate a couple of dollars here and there because he doesn't have any means. I mean, you know, he's a bum. You know, that's my personal opinion. That's the way I feel, but he's a bum, man. You know, I got paperwork on him as well. You know what I'm saying? The Eon cat. You feel me? But that's neither here nor there. He told a lie about Chaz. Or what?
No, man, I ain't even gonna have my DC folks thinking I'm promoting you. That's right. I can't support that family. He clearly got bias. And look, as always, it don't take much to be nice. We all gotta live on this planet together, walk in each other's face. Family, I'm gonna get a better understanding of what's going on with this and bring it to y'all live my own way. I can't let him do that. You know what I'm saying? I know some real stand-up dudes out of the district, and ain't no way I'm about to let him stay here with you. All right, I love y'all, family. Thanks for pulling up. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see y'all tomorrow night at 8:30.